3.5 hours later, we're finally here. Firwood. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on Modded Minecraft and Life in My Woods, which I think I'm going to end up changing the name of. I'm in the ballpark. I'm in the area of actually considering releasing the mod pack. I'm going to make it my own. It's already my own. I've already changed it so much, it's not even a Life in the Woods remake anymore. That is how it started. But that's not where it's at right now. It's so much more. But anyway, I have a lot of things I want to talk to you about. And in order to keep it short, I need to cut myself off, which means I need to do this in a few different clips. So when I start talking too long about one thing, I'm just going to stop recording. And then that way I can refocus, move on to the next subject, and we're going to be good to go. Okay, so anyway, the first thing is that I had to remove Open Terrain Generator and Biome Bundle, okay? Both of those together are what created this terrain, all right? OTG provides the means to change how things are generated, and Biome Bundle is a pack for it that makes things look like this, okay? This is such an amazing looking terrain. It's so crazy. It's so fantastic. But it's so incompatible with a lot of other mods, so I had to remove it. And there are a couple mod additions, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But the basic idea is that when we start to travel, we're going to see a line in the world that says, hey, this is where the world was generated to before he removed Biome Bundle and Open Terrain Generator. All right, so you're going to see little weird indiscrepancies. The other reason I'm doing this is because Biomes of Plenty is still in here, but I have yet to get any Biomes of Plenty wood. And I just realized this not too long ago, okay? This is the first one, and this was from the Nether. Okay, so it's just bad. It's a bad scenario, okay? So I had to remove them. And also, I had to remove it because anytime you add or remove mods, it messes up the world. That's what crashed my world the last time, when it changed all of the things to something else. That's what did it. It was Open Terrain Generator messing with things once I added a mod. And yes, I added a couple other mods, which means it happened again, but this time I backed up my world because I became smart over the past, I don't know, couple weeks since it happened last time. Anyway, that's the idea. All right, talking too long. Moving on. Okay, the second thing that I wanted to talk about was that I removed Obsidian tools. Obsidian, I said type, dude. There we go. Obsidian Tools is no longer here, which is why all of my gear is diamonds. I added in to replace it quality tools, which is why everything has a quality. You can change qualities with this guy here, the reforging station, which is also part of, quality tools, as you can see. And yeah, it's just why I have different gear. And another thing that I added to replace Obsidian Tools is something that it gave me Unbreaking 8, Efficiency 8. Now, there are, I think it's called Tool Upgrades. There's a Tool Upgrades mod here that I am using. The advanced ones add the 8 version, like Unbreaking and stuff. There's a regular version that probably just adds the maximum level of whatever enchantment. And I added those two because Obsidian Tools was added in the first place to allow insta-break with a beacon, because a lot of the stone is a lot harder to break. And because it's a lot harder to break, I needed something stronger than regular diamond to break it faster. Obsidian Tools just didn't get me that far. Efficiency 8 barely gets me, well, I wouldn't say barely. It gets me there, but not too far over. It's actually not as powerful as you think it is. But that is what allowed me to do a lot of insta-breaking for this. And we have a lot more to go. So I needed the insta-break if I was ever going to finish this. And I really, really, really want to get it done. So there's your Efficiency 8. That's why. I have other upgrades, which I'm sure the extra details will come along as time progresses. But in an effort to move on really, really quick, time for the next subject. Just a little small addition to that. Yes, that means even with the Obsidian Pickaxe, Efficiency 5 and Haste 2, I could still not insta-break this. It still was not working, and that's why I went ahead and changed it out for a couple of other mods that allowed me to get there. Because like I said, I needed it if I was ever going to finish. The next thing, lag spike, okay. Don't mind that, just moving along. The next thing is that storage is a big problem, okay? Life in the Woods had storage drawers, and that was the extent, okay? I do not like storage drawers for mass storage, for inventory storage. For things like this where there's only, there's a predefined set of items that you can count and quantify very easily like this, like the amount of drops you get from a mob farm. You can do that, and drawers are perfect for those. But when it comes to the actual storage of inventories, like when you dig out a lot of things like we have, they're terrible. They are horrible. So I added a couple of mods to help with this. Neither one of them requires power, so we're still avoiding the tech side of things, but one of them is like something that you would see in one of those tech mods. And basically, it's just a mass storage thing, okay? This is a multi-block structure. You have to put down the storage core, you put down storage boxes, and we can go over again. Details will be found out later once we start making things. There's an input, there's an ejection, which just spews out everything. There's an extraction, there's the crafting box, the search box, the sorting box, the access terminal, and the security box, which we're not going to use because we're on single player. But basically, you put down several of these boxes, you put them all together, and you are able to mass store a lot of items. So all of these chests can all go down into that one block. And there's something else that I really want to play with. We're going to play with it a little bit today. We're going to go a little more in depth with it. It's called impractical storage, okay? It sounds impractical. It sounds like something you wouldn't want, but this thing is amazing. And it's just another mod that I added to help with storage, since this is now going to be a mod pack that I am managing and I am editing to my tastes. I figure I might as well go ahead and just kind of make my life a little easier rather than sticking strictly to the Life in the Woods way of thinking, which is good. And don't get me wrong, Life in the Woods is amazing and I love it, but we're going to deviate a little bit since I kind of already did with all the other things that I added. But yeah, I think that's it. Time to move on. Hopefully that was short enough. Okay, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with that. 7 minutes or so it took me to tell you about all of those changes. The first time I did it, it took me like 15 minutes. So I halved the time. I mean, I didn't go as flashy. I didn't demonstrate. I didn't search for stuff. Oh, I didn't tell you about the potions, did I? We have a lot of other potions. Potions are brewed a different way. Not just, other stuff. Potions, there's a lot of them. There's some really, really cool ones in there. We're going to take a look at those later. I'm not going to waste time now. But anyway, I didn't actually show you. You probably saw, but I didn't show you that I've been filling this with glass, which is very, very good because that also means we don't need to torch anything but the border, which is fantastic. I love it. It's great. It's fantastic. But down below here, we got some baddies. We got some baddies down there. Also, take a look at this. Look, I can walk up one block. I can walk up a block. Why can I? Ooh, freeze. We're good. It's because the quality thing I was telling you about right there, plus 0.5 step height. Now, because it's plus 5 step height, plus 0.5, we can already walk up half a block. That's what stairs are for. So it's adding another half, which means we can walk up a block. It's really, really cool, actually. We're like Enderman now. Boink. Okay, so don't ask. This is the other mod I was talking about, the storage controller. Impractical storage. This thing, it sounds like it's not something you would want, but I'm telling you, this thing is amazing. First of all, I don't know. Let's make it 10 by 10 by 10. Why? Because it's an even number, and I like that. Bam. Okay. Offset, we're not going to worry about. We're going to show boundaries, and we're going to do, you can sort these in different things, okay? You have rows, which of course it'll go, on the ground. It'll line everything up on the ground, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. Columns will stack them straight up and down first. Pyramid does, as you might guess, a pyramid like our beacon is. And messy is actually my favorite one. Despite the fact that I like things to be really organized, messy is just fantastic. It really, really, really is something so cool. We need this first. So if now it doesn't require any power, which isn't, like I said, whoa, hello, go away. Like I was saying, Power. I'm trying to avoid the power things in this pack. I want this to remain a lower tier type of thing. I don't want to require power for anything in this pack. Now that it's mine, I'm still staying under that bar. I don't want tech so much as just things that don't require power. And this guy does not require power. There might be some kind of a config option for it or whatever, but by default, it's not turned on, so we're good. And you also have to watch out for this. The boundaries, for whatever reason, if they intersect some kind of land, it'll actually chop it out, which is really weird. I don't know. It's an odd little thing. Anyway, so check this out. Look. Boop. Bam. Look. It's just placing them. It's messy, man. Hold on. Give me, like, some of these so I can actually pillar up here. Oh, yeah. I can jump super high as well. I also have a jump boost. Although it's not enough to do 2 blocks. Like, it's not that high of a thing. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. But look. I don't know why I think that's so cool, but it really, really is. It's just messy. It's a cool little way to store your items, and it's in a small area. It's confined, so you can have like plots of land just to store, you know, the quantities of whatever marble and so on and so forth that you have. Granted, this might be too much. What's 10 times 10 times 10? 1,000. So yeah, we have well over 1,000 in here. But well, do we? 9, yeah, we have over 1,000. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's really cool. I guess eventually this is going to be one full block of something. Let's actually take these out, because that's about as far as I would want to go with it. And yeah, it's kind of a thing. That's about as far as I'd want to go. Bloop. Thank you for giving me these things. Doop, boop, boop. Okay. So you kind of get the idea. It's a really cool, interesting mod. And as you can tell, it is very impractical. You can do some pretty other cool things with this, though. I say cool, but, you know, it is what it is. Now, you can interact with these things just like normal. Like, I could step up. I would say just like normal, but things like fence posts or like, redstone torches. For example, you can actually put redstone torches right beside TNT in this thing, and it won't explode. It won't actually do anything. The blocks inside here are just tile entities. They're not actual blocks. Now, that said, ow, my legs. If you place things like the redstone torch and TNT beside each other in here, they won't explode. But if you break this guy, they all turn into regular blocks, just like you would normally expect them to be, and then they will explode. So you got to be careful with the things you put in here. But for stuff like this, you're fine. But for example, if I were to place a block, boom, it's now added to the inventory. You can add your own things in here. It's really cool. You can just kind of do what you want. Ow. And things just kind of work that way. It's really cool, man. It's something special. I'm telling you, this is a really cool mod, and we can use this and actually just have like a warehouse of nothing but this stuff. I don't know. I think it's so fantastic. You guys might be looking at me like, really, Xogue? I mean, come on now. That just takes up way too much room. You're right. It does. And you can go up to, you saw me change the size from 8 by 8 by 8 to 10 by 10 by 10. You can actually go to 63 by 63 by 63, which is huge. That's what I did in the testing world. Obviously, I didn't fill it up, but that would hold, like, everything. But yeah, we can have, like, just plots next to each other in some kind of a warehouse that we build, and we can just store some things. We're not going to store everything here because it wouldn't really be practical. It wouldn't be very good. We're going to break you, and then we're going to do this and this. So give me that thing back. It's like, watch. Boop. Oh, okay, that's a config option. I thought it would convert everything over into tile entities. Or not tile entities, into actual blocks, but it doesn't. That is a config option. You can make that a thing. But apparently by default, it just snaps everything down into items, which is still pretty cool. It's a pretty nifty way to just pick everything up and move it. If you just, you know, break it and bam, everything's on the ground for you. You just run right over it and pick it up. It's pretty cool. But I did want to show you that real quick, which is really, really, really neat. And we're going to use it, but I don't know how, when, for what. But we have it. And that's the big thing, okay? That is the big thing. We have it. I can't just, like, shift-click everything in here, which is a bummer. I've actually used easy storage before. This is what I was talking about in the past, or just, like, actually a little bit ago. We now don't have any chests over here because I put everything in this guy. This guy's still... Ooh. This guy's still smelting, almost finished. Smelting a whole bunch of glass, but we already have a bunch in here as well. The 511 plus the 228 plus the glass bottles. Oh, man. And again, this guy does not require power, so it's fantastic. And see, look, what I tell you. I keep talking about things. And granted, I'm doing some stuff. I'm showing you things that are really, really cool. And I wanted to show you, so it's not like I'm going to chop this out or anything. But it took me 7 minutes to do all this. So now we're up to 14, 15 minutes again. And I'm not done yet. Like, sheesh. Move on, Xogue. We get it. You got storage. 2 different types of storage. You changed some mods. You fixed some stuff. But now what? It's a good, very, very, very good question, guys. It's a very good question. Also, I'm missing a texture. Okay. Oh, yeah. I am in creative mode. Don't worry, though. This is a copy of the world. This is not the world. Okay? Hold your horses. I'm not cheating. I'm just trying to design. Now, this is what I've come up with, okay? Actually, this is what I started with over here. I was like, okay, well, let's go about seeing what we can come up with. This was the start. And I slowly evolved. I was like, what if we put, what would different materials look like? This one was like really close to marble. Like it's really, really close. And then you go over and you're like, whoa, that's a big contrast. But black and white together actually look pretty good. And you get the white glass. You can see through it. It's pretty cool. What about other materials? And I tried a whole bunch of them. And then I was like, okay, what if you start mixing materials? What does that look like? And then I went around and I was like, okay, let's replace, you remember like what I said, these guys right here are really, and these are in a pattern, they're just on the border of the marble, right? And I was like, these are really close. What if we replace some of the marble with these guys to try to mix it up and actually make it look a little bit different? And then put in the regular white mangrove, I guess, planks in there instead. As well as the border. And then we'll kind of vary it up with some glass. We'll throw some other colors at you just to see what that looks like. That looks pretty cool. I'm liking that a little bit. And then I go over here, and I just kind of kept morphing this one. I don't know. This is really weird. This is really different, and I don't know if I like it. It's one of those. And usually those designs come out pretty well after you're done. I'm hoping I can turn it into something really, really amazing. But regardless of what I choose, you guys got to let me know on here because I have no idea why. I don't know. I think they all look pretty well. I think this one looks pretty good, and I think this one looks pretty good. The problem here, okay, keep this in your mind, all right? Keep this in your mind. I'm going to try to remove, hopefully, the ones that I added that aren't actually supposed to be there. I want to show you the flat versions. The ones that I kind of ended with, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like these guys. I thickened up the wall is what I'm trying to say at some point. And I think that's kind of obscuring the actual design of this thing a little bit. So let me clear that up. And keep in mind the other design because I do kind of like that. It's just odd. It's weird. It's a little bit different. And I think it might be a little crazy, but sometimes crazy can be good, and I don't know if I like it. That's the one I don't know if I like. However, this design, without the thickening process, actually looks really, really good. Is that it? I think that might be it. I like that a lot. I really do, but I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's better than the other one. I think the other one might be too crazy. I'm not sure. I really don't know, but I do like this. I think we're going to start with this one and then morph into the other one if we can figure something else out. Now, there is a problem here. And like I told you, I just removed Open Terrain Generator and Biome Bundle, which means the world will generate regular Minecraft-style terrain now. And that means biomes of plenty will generate. Just enough biomes, I'm not sure if those biomes will generate. Like the white ash planks are just enough biomes. That's what I would mix up the marble with. But these guys, mangrove, I should be able to find a mangrove now. And I should be able to find wherever the heck you get fir woods. for wood. So I need to go find these things. The glass is different. Like I said, I have a desert over there. I can go mine sand. I got my, I wouldn't call it a masterful auto smelter or anything like that. But we have something. I can just throw the sand in there, and while I'm trying to build stuff or dig stuff, that'll process and we can use the glass. But these guys, the white ash planks, the mangrove wood planks and the fir wood planks, I need to find them. I need to find out where they are. Because currently, because of open terrain generator or whatever it is, they didn't generate in the immediate vicinity. I don't have that wood anywhere. Biomes of Plenty actually didn't load any of those biomes. And I didn't realize it until I started looking for that particular wood. But it's just kind of weird. It's kind of crazy. And I need to go find it. And we're back on the regular account. And we're about to start flying. I actually went ahead and made a huge amount of fireworks just so we could actually do that. I want to get my second pair of wings as well. I don't think I have unbreaking on them yet, but I could use this as an opportunity. Oh wait, unbreaking, of course. Okay, Elytra, yeah. I think I'm going to put the unbreaking 8 on these guys if I can actually make them, and then throw the mending back on it, which I could also do, so I can see how long they last. But I'm also going to bring these guys with me too, and that way I have 2 Elytra on me, just in case I am flying out for long enough. We're still going to be okay. We're not going to run out of flight ability too early before we find what we need to find. But I'm going to go ahead and do this and start adventuring, and I don't know what direction, because Journey Map seems to have deleted all of my progress. I don't know why it's gone, but it's all gone. But I do remember going down this direction a lot. I don't think I've gone up this way hardly ever. So if we actually go north, straight north, I think this is a direction we haven't really gone too far. Now our spawn point, the world spawn, is actually in that direction somewhere. So we're going to run into the island we boated to way in the beginning, and a little bit of that. But after that, we got nothing, and it's really not that far away. If you remember, we boated, so it took a while. But flying, we're going to get there super quick. It's only probably maybe 1,000 blocks. But after that, we got some exploring to do. Oh, the sunrise is so awesome. Now, check out these leaves. This is freaky, man. What the heck is going on with this nonsense? Look at that. They're, I thought I had to crash. Look, it's like you can't see, you can see through the leaves sometimes, but not others. It's a really weird concept. Did I just pick up a sapling? I did not. Okay, I got in a fight. You see the arrows sticking out of my thigh? Yeah, that's a thing. So if I do this, this should be my white, it's just black ash, which isn't bad. I just need, this is the black ash biome. Ooh, there just enough biomes actually has a couple of biomes. One of which is black ash, like this is right here. And I would like to get a sapling from it. Oh, looks like just regular oak sapling. Ooh, ow. Oh, no. Go up. Up, I said. Go up. Like stairs. Like, do the thing. Okay, go. And then, okay. You're just an oak sapling. Wait a minute, what? Black ash. Is there a black ash sapling? Ooh, I gotta look things up. Do you have to come to the biome in order to get it? Like the white ash. If I find a white ash, is there not gonna be a black ash or a white ash sapling thing? Is that not gonna be a thing? But look at this biome, man. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. I gotta look some stuff up about the JEB, the Just Enough Biomes mod, so we can see if we're actually gonna be able to get the saplings, or if we just have to harvest a whole bunch of wood while we're there. But for now, I found a black ash, which means a white ash is possible. I just have to look long enough. I'm not even that far away. Look. I flew a little bit. Okay, that's a lot further than I thought it was going to be, actually, to be honest. Right around here is where our home used to be. And then over off to the side is where that island was, probably further up here. And then we kept going. And I didn't know if it had started generating new biomes, because we just had regular forest hills or forests or whatever. And then we ran into the JEB, which is good. But I still haven't found a Biomes of Plenty biome yet. I don't think. Maybe. I'm not sure. So I wanted to check it out. Like, what is this? This, I think it's just a roofed biome. Roofed biome. Roofed forest. But I haven't found a Biomes of Plenty. And I think I actually found one of the JEB ones. I remember seeing leaves like this before we removed open terrain generators. So I know that's possible. Oh, what is this place? This looks like a new one. No, this is jungle. This is your regular old jungle. Check that jungle edge. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, well, jungle is cool and all, but that's not what I'm looking for. But we are generating new chunks, so hopefully sooner or later we'll run into the things we need. Hopefully. Please? Well, I literally just came from the black ash biome, and now I'm at a white ash biome, and everything is white. It's really cool, but I'm betting these are just going to turn into regular dirt blocks. Even if I had silk touch on these guys, like I have silk touch on silk, right? I get the grass, but it's just regular grass. But I don't know. I don't think I get the saplings or anything. I think they're just regular old oak saplings, so I'm not going to be able to grow these on my own. I have to actually get enough of this wood by myself, while I'm here in order to actually get all the things that I need. So we're going to have to find out. I'm also going to mark it down, although Journey Map did delete everything, so they might delete it again. But if that's the case, it wasn't too hard to find this, so we can do it again if we really, really need to. But just in case, we're going to go ahead and mark it down. White ash biome, check. 3.5 hours later, we're finally here. Firwood. Now, if we take a look at my map, this is not 3.5 hours of exploration. You see this line right here? Yeah, there's a problem, okay? When you have biomes aplenty in your mod pack, you actually have to select the biomes OP level type, which was not provided to me. That was not an option that I had because of the fact that we were using the other thingamajig. What do you want to call it? The open terrain generator thing or whatever. Okay, I made it. Cool. So I couldn't choose biomes OP for anything, which means I couldn't actually, I would never have found a regular, biomes aplenty biome ever. It just would not have happened. So the way I had to fix that was actually to go about changing my world. I tried to do this through various means. One of the ways was just to go through and see if I could copy. I launched a new world without open terrain generator and made it biomes OP, and I tried to copy over region files to see if that would work. Well, that crashed the game. Don't know why, but it did. So then I kept going, and I tried to actually do a lot of things like use MC edit or only copy over certain stuff, or I don't know. I tried a lot of stuff, and it turns out I had to go all the way through and do NBT editor, change the level.dat file to be biomes OP rather than open terrain generator stuff, which took a little bit of research to figure out how to do. And now I should, well, I say I should, but obviously it's working because I have, one of these trees to mess with, to play with, which is really, 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 really good. So, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. It's been one heck of a day. But I do need to go ahead. I need to go through and I need to find the mangrove. I think that was the last one. It's been a few hours, so I don't exactly remember all the things I wanted. But I can go back, review my files, figure out which ones it is that I wanted, and kind of find what I need, okay? And I'm going to try to do that, but I have run out of time for today, so I'll have to do that tomorrow or something. It's going to take a little while, all right? It's going to take a little while, guys. But I did get my fir wood, and I do have fir saplings. I also have willow saplings just because it's green. It's a different type, and it's really, really cool. But, yeah, like I was pointing out here, there's going to be one of these everywhere I go. That's a break between what I've explored before the change to what is now the case. So now we have biomes of plenty. Biomes, finally, awesome, great, fantastic, and we can move on. Today has been a series of updates for you guys, but don't worry, I'm going to start building or something in the next episode. We'll actually make some kind of progress, I hope. Yeah, but if you liked the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps. You know what I'm trying to say. Peeps. See ya. Have a good night.